Hey, what is up, guys? So, we have a really strong boss monster. We talked about him before, but they didn't reveal his effect. There was a bunch of cards that talked about him, which is the new level 12 Dark Dragon-type Pendulum monster, the Supreme King Dragon Zark. So yeah, like I said before, we talked about him, but they didn't reveal his effect or what he did. But anyways, we got him. He's a level 12 Dark, 4,000 attack, and defense, Pendulum scale of 1. So, it's a Pendulum fusion monster. Anyways, it is a Pendulum monster with the Pendulum effect that fusion, synchro, and exceed monsters your opponent controls can't activate their effects. Okay, it's pretty much Rip Pepperoni extra decks. And the second effect is once per turn, when an opponent adds a card or cards to their hand outside of the draw phase, you can destroy that card or cards. That's kind of cool. That you could just be like, oh, you search for a card, destroy it. It is only once per turn. I mean, Thunder King just says you can't even attempt to do it. I don't know. It's still a decent effect. But at the end of the day, yeah, this can completely shut down certain decks. But let's check out its monster effect. So, its fusion materials is 1 Dragon-type fusion monster, 1 Dragon-type synchro monster, 1 Dragon-type exceed monster, 1 Dragon-type pendulum monster. So, yeah, that's going to be a little bit difficult to get out. Unless you guys know of some combos. But anyways, must be first fusion summoned and can't be special summoned by other ways. So its first effect is, if this card is special summoned, destroy all cards your opponent controls. Okay, that's not bad. Second effect, can't be targeted or destroyed by opponent's card effect. Okay, so it's immune to like a lot of things. The third effect is, when this card destroys a monster by battle, you can special summon 1 Supreme King Servant Dragon monster from your main deck or extra deck. And then the fourth card is, if this card and the monster is destroyed by battle by card effect, you can place it in your Pendulum zone with a scale of 1. Okay. Could you just make it an immune to Utopia? Because, like, you know, I mean, to be fair, there's so many cards that are like, can't be destroyed, can't be targeted, but it still loses to the Utopia Lightning, you know? Like, I mean, this is pretty decent, but that's its Pendulum effect. Its monster effect doesn't protect itself, unless I'm blind here and I can't read, and it says it can't be destroyed by battle, but it says it can't be targeted or destroyed by opponent's card effect. So, like, there's so many of these boss monsters that just lose to the Utopia card. I don't know, I just, like, especially when you gotta get a fusion that's a dragon, a synchro that's a dragon, an exceed that's a dragon, and a dragon pendulum monster. I don't know, I just feel like this King Dragon Zark just not so good, unless it's really easy to bring out in the deck. You guys let me know how you feel about that guy. But we got more water support. When someone said there's new water support, I was like, oh man, you know, I'm about to check it out. Can I put it in Mermails? That's the main question. So anyways, next up we got the Supreme King Servant Dragon Dark Virm. So, level 4, 1,800 attack, 1,200 defense points, Pendulum scale of 5. Pendulum effect is once per turn. If you control no monsters, you place a Supreme King Gate Pendulum monster from your deck in your Pendulum zone. Also, you can Pendulum summon for the rest of the turn, except for Dark. Wow, that's really good. What, is that like Scalp, but you don't even have to pay 8? Wow, that discount. That's insane. What? You just place one. You just complete your scale. Okay, 1 card complete scale, pretty good. Monster effect is you can only use each monster effect of it once per turn. So the first effect, if there's no more special, you get to add a Supreme King Gate Pendulum monster from your deck to your hand. The second effect is, if this card is in your graveyard and you control the monster, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. Oh. That's a pretty decent little effect. I don't think that's a bad card at all. But next up we got the Supreme King Gate Infinity. 0 attack, 0 defense, level 7 Pendulum scale 13? Wow. That's pretty crazy. So now we can special summon level 12 monsters. That's a little bit OP, man. Anyways, Pendulum effect, though, is if you control a monster, you cannot Pendulum summon. Okay. This effect cannot be negated. Once per turn, if you control Supreme King Dragon Zark, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls, gain life point equal to its current attack. Monster effect is once per turn, you can target one other face-up card you control, destroy both this card and that card. If you do, special summon 1 Dragon-type Exceed or Dragon-type Pendulum monster from your extra deck, but its attack and defense becomes 0. Its effects are negated. Also can't be used as a material for a Synchro Summon or Exceed Summon. If this card is destroyed battle by card effect in the Monster Zone, you can place this card in your Pendulum Zone. Wow, that's a very interesting card. I know, like, you could get out a lot of different things, but I know, like, maybe assault mode, or like, I don't know, there might be some obscure things where getting back the monster is still technically good. It doesn't negate its effect, though. It just, oh no, its effects are negated and it cannot, oh, never mind, my bad. Almost done goof there. Ooh, trying to think of like how you can like get the monster's effect again. I don't know. You guys let me know down below if there's a card combo with it. Like, I'm thinking like assault mode, something maybe would work, because monster's effects are negated and its attack and defense becomes 0. I don't know. But anyways, next up we have another card, Supreme King Gate 0. So Dark Pendulum effect Oh, I'm sorry, Dark Pendulums. That's a new thing. It's like Dark Synchro. No, Dark Fiend Pendulum Effect. When are we getting Dark Synchros, by the way, Konami? Like, I mean, it's been a while. Like, when do we get something new? Like, Pendulums, I'm not a fan of them too much, but I'll definitely check out some Dark Synchros. But anyways, if you control a Supreme King Dragon Zark, you just take no damage. Once per turn of Supreme Gate Infinity in your other Pendulum zone, if there is one, you can destroy 2 cards in your Pendulum zones, and if you do, add 1 Polymerization or Fusion spell card from your hand, except for Diffusion Wave Motion. Monster effect is once per turn you can target 1 other face-up monster you control, destroy both this card and that card. If you do special on 1 Dragon type Fusion monster or Synchro from your extra deck, and attack and defense becomes 0, its effects are negated, can't be used for anything. Okay. It's just like the previous card. And then if this card in your monster zone is destroyed by battle by card effect, you can place this card in your Pendulum zone. Okay. So a lot of them have very similar effects, and there's another Vanillas in 2017. First off, it's noted that Spiral has an evolved and even stronger form contained in MACR that is yet to be revealed. Okay, gotcha. So anyways, this is Spiral the Mythic Radiant Dragon. It's just the vanilla, 29 attack and defense. Looks like it's got, like, I don't know if any of you guys watched that show, Hey Arnold, but straight up, that's what that hair looks like. But nonetheless, flavor text. Do you guys really care about this? You guys can pause the video and read the flavor text if you want to. I'm not really interested in it though. Anyways, next up we have Spiral Hole of the Mythic Radiant. Oh, Mythic Dragons? Whoa. Equip spell card only equipped to a normal monster. You can only use a second effect of it once per turn. So it gains 500 attack. That's pretty mediocre. Access to spare is where it's at. But anyways, the second effect is the equipped monster. When the equipped monster destroys a monster by battle, you can special 1 to Spiral the Mythic Radiant Dragon from your hand, deck, or grave, and if you do, equip this card to it, then inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. Oh, okay. So, it's just 1 Spiral the Mythic Radiant? Is that one that we just looked at? That is that one. So, you equip it, it's 34, it attacks over something, and you get another monster that's 3,400 because it equips it to it. Equip this card to it, and then you get a burn for another 1,000. Like, what? You already just. What is going on with Yu-Gi-Oh, dude? Like, it already attacked over something, and it's gonna have extra attack, and then you get another 29. Dude, this could be like some crazy new. Like, it reminds me almost like causes. You kill one thing, you attack directly, and then like you just win. Like you won the game. I don't know. Do you guys think this is almost broken? But at the same time, like, we don't know what other support's coming out. Maybe it's really not that great. But at the same time, the direction that it's going in is not one that I particularly like. But it does technically say you can only use the second effect of it once per turn. But I don't know, maybe another card does the same effect. Anyways, we got another equip card. This is Spiral Crash of the Mythic Radiant Dragon. So you can only equip to a normal monster. You can only use the second effect of it once per turn. So the first effect is it does piercing if it attacks a defense position monster. The second effect is when the equipped monster inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can special 1 to Spiral the Mythic Radiant Dragon from your hand or deck or graveyard. If you do equip this card to it, then you can change 1 attack position monster your opponent controls to defense position. Wow. Okay, so what level was that thing again? Like, I'm kind of interested. Level 8. If you can go into Felger after, I don't know, that's not bad. Like, it's interesting nonetheless. I like when they're a little bit interesting, but I don't know. It might just be like too good, or I feel like it's either going to be too good or just not good enough. Like, there's no like it's mediocre and it's like in between. I don't know. You guys let me know your thoughts. Oh, we got more mythic support. I'm looking for that. Where's that water support though? Anyways, Deep Whirlpool of the Mythic Radiant Dragon. Normal trap card. If the field is Umi, you can activate this card from your hand. If you only control normal monsters, minimum 1. Target 1 effect monster opponent controls, it loses 1,000 attack and defense, and its effects are negated. These changes last until the end of this turn. You can banish this card from your graveyard and target 1 normal monster. You can put a Mythic Radiant Dragon equip spell from your hand or graveyard to that target. Oh, it's not too bad. It has that, like, banish effect. Not bad. Next up, we have the Immersed in Whirlpool, or Evolution pun from earlier. It says it's the Clashing Whirlpool of the Mythic Radiant Dragon. So if the field is Umi, you can activate from your hand. If you only control normal monsters, minimum 1, target 1 card your opponent controls and destroy it. You can banish this card from your graveyard and target 1 normal monster you control. Equip all Mythic Radiant equip spells on the field that are correct equipped to that target. Oh, that can get pretty dirty. I still think it's still too mediocre. Like I said, like that other card was looking kind of crazy, but if that's all I get, then it doesn't look too meta to me. But next up we have the Pacifist City of the Mythic Radiance. So it's a field spell card. This card is always treated as Umi. Then during the turn you activate any of this card's effects, you can't normal or special summon effect monsters. First effect is, once per turn, if you normal or special summon exactly one normal monster, you can add one Mythic Radiant Dragon card from your deck to your hand. I mean, it's still vanilla, but at the end of the day, whatever. Next up, if you control no tokens and your opponent activates a card or effect, you can special summon one Mythic Radiant Dragon token, 2000 attack and defense. Hey, that's not bad for stats at all. But at the end of the day, like, I don't know. Then there's an announcement of Premium Pack 19. Oh, Pendulum Fusion! A normal spell card, you can only activate one of them per turn. One fusion monster from your extract using monsters you control as fusion materials. If there are 2 cards in your Pendulum, you can also use cards in your Pendulum zones as fusion material. Okay. And then there's an announcement of Anniversary Pack. Oh, more new cards. But I think that was it for the water. Anyways, I'll talk about that again in a second. But anyways, we have Atsuki Duelist Taichi, one of the most prominent Yu-Gi-Oh! Background themes from the Japanese soundtrack, is now a card. So it's called Passionate Duelist. Continuous spell card. When a monster you control declares an attack, you can target one spell trap card your opponent controls, negate that attack, then destroy that card. Huh. So you get to negate an attack and then destroy that card. Huh. I know that there's a card, I think it's called like Lucky 7 or something like Lucky Slot, where if it's like you negated the attack, you get to attack again and it like doubles the monster's attack. I don't know if it's like viable, but I just was thinking of combos that you can use with this. But anyways, the second effect is while this card is in the spell and trap zone, each player can only set one spell and trap card from their hand per turn, and when a monster is special summoned from the extra deck, it cannot attack the turn it is special summon. Oh, making that normals looking a little bit better there. Once per during your draw phase, before you conduct your normal draw, you can add one monster from your graveyard to your hand instead of conducting your normal draw. What? This is insane. This is a crazy good card. You could use this in a lot of different decks. Since it is a continuous spell card, I'm trying to think of what you could do with this. Like, Light Sworn could technically use this. I know it's once per turn your draw phase, you can't conduct your normal draw, but hey, some decks don't really care about that. This could be really insane. You guys let me know what would be really good with this. Like, you can foolish a monster and then, like, search for it next turn. I don't know. It's crazy. I think this card has a lot of crazy potential for, like, combos. And then, of course, we got the Brain Control Errata and the other erratas, which we mentioned before. We got Shooting Sonic, or Cosmic Flare. Quick play spell card. Target one Stardust Synchro monster you control during this turn. If that target battles an opponent's monster at the start of damage step, shuffle that opponent's monster into a deck. Wow, that's not bad at all. Second effect is if a Stardust Synchro monster you control tribute itself to activate its effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Wow, that's actually not bad. Hey, that's actually decent little support. Next up, we have Moon Barrier or Lightwing Shield. Quick play spell card. When an attack is negated, activate one of these effects. It is now the end phase. Try one Utopia monster you control. Its attack becomes double its original attack until the end of this turn. Utopia monster you control will detach material to activate its effect. You can banish the card from the graveyard. Okay. Next we have Spiral Flame Strike. Normal spell card. You activate one of these effects. Control Oddities monster, target one card on the field and destroy it. Add to your hand one level 7 Oddities monster from your deck, or one face-up level 7 Oddities Pendulum monster from your extra deck. Okay, not bad. We already talked about the erratas earlier today. Oh, we didn't cover Rescue Cats though. Or not earlier today. Technically, I should say yesterday, depending on your time zone. But anyways, we have Rescue Cat. And you can only use effect of... Oh, no, we did cover it. It was the one where its effects are negated. Okay, so it's summoned 2 level 3 or lower beast-type monsters from your deck. We did actually cover it. I just didn't put it in, I didn't have a picture of the Rescue Cat. But nonetheless, let me know, guys, if you're excited about playing these vanillas. I feel like this card can be crazy. You can add one monster from your graveyard to your hand every single turn instead of conducting your draw. Like, do you know how annoying this could be? Like, I know that, like, it's not like a combo people would use, but like if I was playing a deck and I had a card like Honest, right? I could summon, not summon Honest. I could summon like any monster. You attack, I drop Honest. Okay, my turn. Okay, that's add back Honest. Okay, attack. Okay, your turn. Okay, you attack me. Okay, drop Honest. Like, I don't know. It's a little bit dirty, but I think that most players' decks will be able to combat like a Bujin, or something like that. But nonetheless, it could be something that can become a problem in the future, depending on what other support and other decks come out. But as far as the water support, like I said, it was all a bunch of Umi support, I guess, but it's not really like old school Umi water monsters. So when I heard about like water Umi, I was like, okay, that's got to be like stuff that's going to be working with. I thought it was going to be working with Atlantean Mermails because this picture got leaked a while ago. but like, I know it was like the Atlanteans, but nonetheless, it doesn't look like we can really use this in Mermel's, boys, for any of you Mermel players out there. But let me know what you're most excited about. Personally, for me, I don't know. Like, it's cool to see we're getting support for vanillas, but again, I don't know, like, at the moment, it doesn't look too good as far as, like, being high tier, but, I mean, there could be a few short cards off of, like, having the vanilla decks actually win in 2017. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and if you enjoyed the vid, and let me know, guys, what card you were guys most excited about down below in the comments below. But thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the vid, make sure you guys get a like button, a titty slap, and I am signing out.